last time, Triss'iria cleaned the tiger skin for Elmor, so it's now clean and perfumed.
Yay.
I would imagine tucked away in your backpack. Ren spent most of the session giving the others stink eye to make sure they drank enough. So you're all well hydrated.
Absolutely.
So you kind of woke up surrounded by 15 monkeys that were trying to push over the water rain catchers and basically wreck the camp. And you managed to fight most of them off. But one of the monkeys managed to get hold of Ratface's backpack and he ran off with it. Ren started bossing everybody around, telling them to make loud noises to scare off the monkeys. Are we sensing a pattern here?
Grumpy Ren.
No.
Elmor obliged and ran after the monkey, banging his shield and wearing his tiger skin. He was making tiger noises as well. Then Ren continued to boss everybody around, telling them to make sure that they dress their wounds to ward off infection. The monkey got away, so Ratface, Elmor, Sam and Valentha decided to go after the monkey to get the backpack back, because Ratface's little rats were all in the backpack, so it was very important to get them back. Valentha spent some time pulling teeth out of the monkeys that she had killed honorably. And then
it's a good accent, Claire.
when the four of them go off to find the monkey in the backpack, Ren, Triss and Rhalghar stayed behind to clean up the campsite, and they threw all of the monkeys into a big pile and were throwing them on the bonfire, sort of one by one.
Nice.
As Valentha, Ratface, Elmor and Sam made their way through the trees in the direction they thought the monkey had gone, Sam started marking arrows on the trees so that they knew how to get back. And what he noticed was there was a lot of other markings. Some of them seemed really, really old, some of them not quite so old but not fresh. The bark was starting to heal over them. There was little circles and gate marks and things like that. And he saw that quite often as they walked along. They came to a clearing where they found, or you, I should say, you found lots of vines that had been kind of rudimentarily twisted and plaited up and kind of strung around this kind of clearing. And they see over in the distance that there's a canoe, some chests, some armor scattered about, and Ratface's backpack. So Ratface whistled to the rats, and the rats came back. All of them came back to him and snuggled in his pockets. Then they started getting poo flung at them, and when they looked up into the canopy, they saw dozens and dozens of pairs of eyes looking down at them, and basically all the monkeys were flinging poo at them. It was raining down in a big poo storm, basically. So on the way back, Sam and Elmor decided that rather than marking arrows on the trees, they were going to mark an R on the trees. R for the replacements. Yeah, Elmor's being followed by baboons. So yeah, they marked R on all the trees. Triss'iria and Ren took bets as to whether the others would come back intact or minus limbs. Triss'iria won, so Ren gave her 3 gold pieces.
Yep.
We'll lose quite first by the time we get out of the jungle.
So after a discussion, you guys decided that you wouldn't go back for the backpack, and instead Valentha gave Ratface her crossbow. So Ratface has a crossbow. Elmor skins one of the monkeys for a new backpack for Ratface. So he's skinned one of the monkeys.
Rhalghar gave his crossbow because I don't have any more.
I
Yes,
haven't
that's right.
got to that bit yet.
Oh no!
Ratface was given 4 water skins, 3 from Rhalghar and 1 from Elmor, and the crossbow.
Oh.
And then you came up to a long rest. You decided to have a long rest. And so on the long rest, you've got Ren and Rhalghar taking watch, and then Elmor and Triss taking watch, and then Ratface, and I think Valentha was going to take watch as well. So there's kind of 2 of you taking watch at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a look on your map, you can see the gold circle is you guys, and you can see the progress that you've made, and where the monkey is, the token there, that's where the monkeys were that you came across. Okay. So you pass a very quiet night. I think Ratface is navigating actually, isn't he?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Ratface is navigating. So you pass a very quiet night. Nobody sees or hears anything out of the ordinary in the jungle. It rains a little bit, but there's no storms. The air is very hot and muggy, even in the nighttime. And you wake up the next morning, all refreshed. Valentha has gone and got loads of fish for you, so you've got a nice big fish breakfast, and I'm sure that Triss'iria will go and do her morning ablutions and everything.
Or nightly, because at nighttime, when that sun comes up, it's no.
Okay, nightly ablutions then,
Yes.
not daytime ablutions, right? Okay, all right. So you can hear the river to your south. It's the south of you. I'm like, never eat shredded wheat. South. So you can hear the river. It's a bit torrential at the moment because it's going over lots of cliffs, and there's lots of waterfalls, and it's very turbulent water, so it's quite loud. And Lily still has her dinner in the hair, fur on her head. She didn't get it off. Dumb cat. Anyway, yeah. So you pass a quiet night, as I said. Nothing untoward happens, and you break up camp fairly quickly in the morning. No issues. Everything's completely normal. The sun is out. It's bright. It's already getting hot. You can feel that it is really getting quite humid. And so Ratface, if you would like to roll a d20, please, to decide where you guys are going to go.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I can see the skull and bones coming closer.
I think Sam needs to be our guide again.
Sam is the designated guide with Renwin.
Ah.
Okay.
You rolled a 3?
Yes, I did roll for 3. Sorry.
No, he's not sorry.
No, he's really not.
Okay.
3 was a T-Rex, right? A 3 Rex.
So you've got that in there. Oops. I didn't want that.
As it's already getting humid, I'm just going to remind everyone to take maybe double lots of water today,
Oh,
just
yes.
to keep themselves hydrated.
Yeah, I've got
Get a
couple
little
of
drinky
beers.
poo.
Yes, Dad.
As Triss'iria walks by, you do hear the muttered, "Yes, Mom."
If you don't drink it, you're gonna pass out.
Right, okay, that's good. So,
Just be keeping an eye to make sure everyone is drinking properly.
Do you know, I actually thought you was talking about us now in real life. That's why I showed you my drink. I was like, it's not that hot today.
You're such a little warrior.
And it's night time. What the fuck's he talking about?
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, mate.
okay.
Michael, get your head in the game.
All right.
The echo of your
so
jungle, Sam.
You managed to move on a little way. Hold on. Where's that? There we go.
Those are just aluminum trees in the back.
Right, okay. Oh, come on. There we go.
His D20 roll was to determine if we walk the right way, right? Or
yes.
which way? Yeah. Okay.
That is correct. And why can't I move your token?
And
You're
you
gonna be
return to Port Neon's
on
out.
me.
Seriously, I can't move
I'll
your
lead the
token.
way.
Oh, there we go.
And you're back at Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Something is going on here. Oh, there we go, for crying out loud. Right, okay, so you spend the day walking. You had decided the day before, actually, I forgot to mention, you decided that you were going to make quite a fast progress. So you were going to set a fairly fast speed, and you can cover 2 hexes if you go fast in a day. So okay.
Slower the last time, so we wanted to speed it up.
Yeah, you wanted to speed it up. So this is the first 12 hours. You've covered 1 hex. So I assume that you would probably carry on trying to be near the river. So if I move you on to that one, that takes you a little bit closer to the river. You can still hear it. Everything's fine. You've got used to the jungle now. You've got used to the calls of the birds in the distance and the all the different types of vegetation that are around you, and you're becoming very much acclimatized to being in the jungle, and things are not worrying you quite as much as they were. You're still hearing tigers in the distance and howling of various different types of creature, and nothing's phasing you too much. It's all quite calm, and you just carry on walking.
I'm going to take the kind of rear guard and just keep an eye behind us.
Yep. Okay, that's fine. What's your passive perception?
Good question.
Is it not quite high? I think it's like
It is quite high, I think.
14,
It is
something like that?
14.
It is 14, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so I assume that you're keeping kind of alert in your elfish kind of way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In my grumpy old man elfish way.
Well, everything seems normal. There's nothing untoward going on. You keep glancing backwards every now and again just to see whether there's any monkeys following you or anything. Doesn't appear to be. Everything seems to be fine. So you manage to get another 5 kilometers, another 1 hex during the day. And just as the sun goes down, I take it you would decide to break camp as the sun goes down. Okay.
Yep.
So you're close enough to the river that Triss'iria can do her nightly ablutions.
Because this humidity is just awful for her hair.
Yeah. So she's gone off, as I said, close enough to the river to be able to wash up and everything. The rest of you, I assume you're just kind of bedding down as normal. Sam, you going off to do your nightly prayers, and everyone else just bedding down? Is there anything anybody particularly wants to do?
I'll just walk a circuit of the kind of perimeter of our little campsite, just a few meters out, just to make sure
Yeah, okay.
there's nothing else out there.
Sorry,
Yes.
go on.
Go on,
Sam-
Sam.
Little file and starts filing his teeth.
Okay, that's cool. A little bit of on-the-fly dentistry there.
Can I put my perimeter beam up?
Do we still have that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Ratface has memorized it, so he's
Oh,
able to
that
put it
was
up.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got a 20-foot square alarm around you. Last night you decided to set up the the rain catchers within the 20-foot perimeter,
Yes.
so I presume you will do the same again. Yeah, okay. And then taking watches, will it be the same as the night before? So,
I mean, I only need 4 hours, so I'm quite happy to.
The Triss, so
Yeah.
yeah, she just needs 4 hours. So.
Yeah, okay. So you guys kind of take it in turn to be on watch. The two elves or elf and drow taking the majority of the night, I think. Again, nothing untoward. No, nothing really happens in the night. And you wake up the next morning, break camp again. Everything's calm and.
How suspicious.
Nothing is going on that's strange. So, did you nominate another navigator?
Yeah, we probably no. We went the right way, so I think Ratface did well, right?
Okay.
I think nobody complained.
Okay. So
Sure,
Ratface.
As
following.
far as we know, he did a fantastic job.
He rolled 20, I think.
Okay, so Ratface, if you would like to roll d20 again, then
What, is it all back to me again? I thought
you're navigating.
Don't be like you are in Conan and try and dump it on somebody else.
Hey, if you don't want to.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, it's old.
Okay.
A little bit better than yesterday.
These roll 20s. Are these?
Never roll a 5.
Really? It's a 5.
Yeah.
Oh. Elmor was swallowed by baboons.
Okay. Yeah. So you
I
managed.
just wanted to see if it would block it so I could be disappeared.
So you move on another hex in the morning, making good progress again. And then what you notice is you start to smell this very, very sweet, sickly kind of honeyish kind of smell. And it's coming from directly ahead of you, and it's very sweet, and it's kind of cloying, and it's really quite almost overpowering. It's so sweet, but also it draws you in, it pulls you. It's like, oh, I want to know what that is. It's cookies.
I've already gone.
Did you say it was sickly?
It's kind of, yeah, it's very, very sweet, like nectar or honey or something like that.
Can I go? Are we able to do anything before we have to? Because what I wanted to do was kind of wet a neckerchief just
Yeah.
in some of my water and just kind of
Yeah.
tie it across my nose and face.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't suddenly hit you like a ton of bricks. It is, it comes up on you, but you would have time, obviously, to do whatever you want.
So that, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we perceive what it could be, or is it too far out? Just the smell?
At the moment, it's just a smell, but you can roll perception anyway, because you'd probably be looking around, wondering what it is.
And Triss is kind of like, what is that? Ugh. And she, her
Maybe
perfume
that's a
level.
sweet smell, obviously. All right. Okay.
Too busy spraying perfume.